A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rebels' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying play action. Time to take a shot. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Florida State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running back searching for a hole. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you've got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Got it, looking for a first. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left to it.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking downfield, it's Clark. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. There he goes. The 50, the 40, running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready something together with this possession. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Caught behind the line. It's Urban. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Now on second down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big arm sophomore quarterback.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Bring in the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The kick is on its way. Corrals it at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll try the right side.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB. And he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. 3rd down, a lot of times times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Bounds at the 37-yard line, and the return unit doing its job. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Pulls it, fires to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Flying down the left side. He's inside the 40. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's picked off at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's high. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Clark. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a really good job by this defense being down. And you got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
It's caught. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got an open man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. The quick out. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Clark. Makes the grab, it's Irvin. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where he can break tackle.
Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Knowles. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Clark. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on second down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Touchdown, Rebels. A great catch and run for 6.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Wants to throw. It's Clark. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll run it to the right. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every...
Looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time. And an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The short hand is high. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking to throw, it's Clark. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to...
Wide open spaces. The 30. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Finds his man, it's Cook. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing.
Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping. The defense was ready for that
one. Looking for a man. It's Clark. Catch in the middle. It's high. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time play.
Fires deep toward the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Give to the running back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He wants to change this route. Leaves it with the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Seminoles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. He'll take it himself. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Second down.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
The give to the back. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
And that's a moment defensively you just got to have it, right? Third down, you've got to get a stop. And what's even better than that is you get him out of bounds, so you've stopped the clock. That is perfect now. You're now giving your offense an opportunity to come back on the field, march the ball, and hopefully get you the win.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Clark. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cunningham. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is...
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Irvin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He's going to fire deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Direct snap. He's going to keep it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses. It's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. He breaks a tackle. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner is stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Defense not showing press coverage. To the air, it's Clark. There's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Slithers into space. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incomplete.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Here comes the heat. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, they were able to come out here in week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Clark. Got it in the middle, it's High. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Irvin. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a...